We are live.
Alrighty, hello everyone.
What's up, everybody? Today I'm here with Braden's Wrestling Opinions. Today we're going to be going over the moments of in WWE this year. We're going to do our top five. We're going to give some honorable mentions here. We're going to give a bunch. So we'll wait just a few minutes so we can have some people start to get in here. But we'll start in about. Oh, that's not good. We'll start in about 5-ish minutes. So, oh,
Alrighty.
yeah,
So while we're waiting and we're live, everybody, we had a great night of SmackDown tonight with the return of the Authors of Pain, plus Paul Ellering, kind of forming a faction with Scarlett and Karrion Cross.
awesome. And you can't forget the SmackDown debut of
Tyler
Tyler
Bate.
Bate.
And then, of course, they finished off the show announcing another match for Royal Rumble, the Fatal 4-Way with the Roman Reigns, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. Because there's going to be a lot of talent in that ring with all those guys. So it's going to be nice.
Absolutely. There's nobody up in here yet.
Alrighty.
I mean, if you want to just, we could kind of start now, say our honorable mentions. That'd be fine with me.
Oh, yeah, man. That'd be cool if we go ahead and do our honorable mentions.
All right. So if you want to go first, that would be all right with me.
All right. Or you want to do it like I'll say an honorable mention, then you can say one, and I'll say another one?
Yeah, that's fine. How many do you have?
I have four.
I have five. So if I start, then that should be.
All right. Yep. You
All
go
right.
ahead.
So my first one, I'm gonna go ahead is Sami Zayn in his home country of Canada. I think he was in Montreal at Elimination Chamber. Awesome, awesome moment with the crowd singing the song. Just really, really cool. What do you have, Braden?
All right. That I have is when Jay Uso pins Roman Reigns. I think that
Awesome.
was such a great moment. It was something that we could kind of see coming, but at the same time, it's like, is this impossible? Is this really possible? I mean, this man hadn't been pinned in so long. And I mean, it was just such a great moment. I mean, after that show, I was just like, wow, did this really happen tonight? Am I really witnessing it?
For real, really, really cool moment. But next I have John Cena's like entire SmackDown run. To see one of the greatest of all time back at it was incredible.
And there were some great moments for his entire run. Like he had some great promos and stuff. So yeah, I agree with that one. And so next up, I have kind of a funny one, but one that is one of the greatest of its kind. It is the greatest press conference of all time. This is the Fastlane press conference with Jay Uso and Cody Rhodes. You know, I don't know if you watched it. Not everybody watches the
Yeah,
press conference. I don't watch it, but I replayed this because everybody was talking about it. It was just so funny. I mean, Jay Uso, you feel me? You feel me? And then Cody Rhodes, do you feel him, sir? Yeah, I mean, it was just
that
so
was
fun.
great.
It was
That was
great.
really cool. Very funny moment. But next up, I have a goosebumps moment. Um, this was Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico. Again, his home. I don't know if it was in his hometown, but where he's from, the whole crowd singing the song, unbelievable moment. And that
Yeah,
was, I think, our number two match of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
yep, that was our number two. Yep, whenever we made a list together. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That San Juan crowd, San Juan, Puerto Rico. I mean, they loved it. So yeah, definitely can agree with that one. And so I'm gonna follow that one up with Gunther beating the IC title reign. Just the thought of somebody beating a reign is amazing because that means they're going down in history and we witnessed it in our eyes. So I think that's a great moment.
All right. Well, next, or actually, it's you, I think, right?
No, I just went with the Gunther.
I am struggling tonight. Okay, right. I was still thinking. Okay, next up, I have Io Sky cashing in her Money in the Bank contract. Really, really cool moment. Probably the best moment of the night at SummerSlam. What do you think?
Hey, that was a great moment. I thought about putting it on here. I just ended up not doing it because I thought that I would have more honorable mentions with you. But we both came prepared with a lot of honorable mentions because there was that many great moments. So yeah, it's definitely worthy of it. And so then I'm going to follow that up with my last honorable mention, and that is when Roman Reigns hits 1,000 days as undisputed WWE champion. I mean, this moment is just so huge. I mean, you got to think 1,000 days. There are 365 days in a year. So he has held this title for so long, and it's just crazy to think how long he's held that belt. And it's been one of the best reigns of all time, even though he's not there defending it every single week like everybody wants him to. He still has amazing moments within his title run. So 1,000 days is a huge milestone. It is something that we may not ever see again in our lifetime. And if we do, it's going to be a long time from now.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you there. I'm sorry everything is going wrong over here,
Oh,
but
you're good.
we'll get through it. Okay. My last honorable mention is when The Rock returned on SmackDown. Here's my top five honorable mentions. We still have our top five of the year, but these are just a few that I thought were good, but just could not make the top 10.
Hey, The Rock returning was great, but the only reason why I didn't put it on my list or my honorable mentions is because I feel that The Rock returning was great in the moment, but it ended up leading to really nothing. It was a great moment, but it never really led to too much. So that's why I didn't put it on there.
Understandable, understandable.
Yeah, but the moment itself, I mean, I was like, what?
For sure. Okay, I think that is our honorable mentions. Let's get up to number five. Go ahead. What's your
All right,
fifth
so yeah, I
best
got
moment
my
of the year?
Chase shirt on here. So I got number one, Chase U wins the tag titles. Number two, Thea Hale gets the title shot. Number three, Duke Hudson wins MVP. Number four, Chase U wins a boom boom battle royal. And number five, Andre Chase gets the title shot. Nah, I just messing around. All right.
I was like, okay, okay, okay.
Hey, I wore this for a reason today. I had to pull it off. But
Yeah,
my serious number five, I'm gonna lock in now, tone it down a little bit. Number five, I'm going to do probably the greatest contract signing of all time. And this is the contract signing between LA Knight and Roman Reigns, which ended up turning into a match between the two at Crown Jewel.
really cool press or really cool contract signing. One of the best of the year.
Oh yeah, I mean that moment was just so great. Rewatching it was amazing. Yeah, LA Knight just did so good during that promo or contract signing.
For sure. This leads up into my number five, Jey Uso pinning Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. Incredible, incredible moment. Roman Reigns hadn't been pinned in so long that I could not leave this moment off of my top five.
Oh yeah, I mean, I put it in the honorable mentions, and honestly, that was my six. I thought I was sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, I actually ended up scrapping out my list and creating a whole new one. Event that was my number five, but then I kind of ended up moving stuff around because I ended up second guessing my opinions.
Now we move on to number four. Braden, what do you have?
All right, call it underrated. If you look at mine, it's a great moment, but personally to me, it doesn't mean that much because I was never the biggest fan of him. But gotta give him his flowers. Number four is the Survivor Series return of the man himself, CM Punk. And I will say, the return was unexpected because every time we see somebody return, it never happens after a match, after the main event of a PLE. Like that never happens. And so they're just sitting there celebrating. They start zooming out the camera. I think it's going off. I'm starting to like turn off my TV and get ready for bed. And all of a sudden I hear, and I'm, oh Lord, I got so excited. Yet at the same time, I was like, come on, man. Because I'm biased because I don't really like CM Punk that much. But hey, it was a great moment.
For sure, one of the best returns of the year, if I do say so myself. Um, for my number four, I am going to the same pay-per-view. I'm going with another return that happened on that pay-per-view. The return of the Viper, Randy Orton. He's been gone for so long. It was really, really good to see him back in action in the War Games match and picking up the dub for his team.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely a phenomenal return. Something that I was scared about because I didn't know if he would ever be able to return to wrestling. Because a few months before, they were saying his doctor has said that he may never be able to enter a ring again. He's never going to be cleared. Like it was just horrible news, and like I was getting upset because I wanted to see Randy Orton back. But huge moment.
For sure, for sure. Now we are on to our top three. Take it away.
All right, so for my top three, you can just go ahead and keep that sign up there because my number three is the return of Randy Orton.
Yeah, great moment. Uh, great moment. Yeah,
And, and like I just said, it meant a lot to me, so that's why I have it so high. So definitely a great moment.
now for my number three, we're going not to a return, but to a turn. Jey Uso turning on the tribal chief on SmackDown. Oh, goosebumps, goosebumps.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Alrighty, we'll go ahead into your number two. Take it away.
And so once again, don't take off that sign because my number two is Jay Uso turns on Roman Reigns at SmackDown. What a great moment. I mean, it was just so good. You're out and I'm out too. Just so good. Really enjoyed
Oh,
that
for
moment.
peak cinema.
Oh yeah.
For my number two, you said this earlier on, but I think it's the last one that we're not gonna both have at the same spot because I think I know what your number one is. But CM Punk returns at Survivor Series after I think it was 9 or was it 10 years gone. Oh man, great moment. Maybe I don't like the guy, but still, I cannot help but give that man his flowers for that return.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of people have that way higher than I do. So I completely explain it. My biasness kind of takes over when I pull out my opinion of CM Punk.
So now that we're moving on to our number one, I believe we both had the same one because we were talking about this. So if we want to both reveal it at the same time, that would be good. Moving
I
on to
mean,
our number one.
there's only
Let's,
one moment left, and that is all right. We got to try and get this in sync. All right.
all right, ready?
At Royal Rumble, Sammy turns on Roman Reigns.
The chair shot after he was going to go to Kevin Owens. He hit it on Roman and just Jimmy Solo looking at him in shock. Sammy looking genuinely sad. Oh, great moment.
So good, just so good. I mean, I love that moment. I was like, just it was crazy. I mean, I was so surprised by it. It was one of those like drop your mouth, because you're so surprised, and
Yeah,
be like the Undertaker streak crowd member, that guy that they always show. But I mean, yeah, I mean, what a great moment.
absolutely. Just incredible, incredible storytelling. And that's why
Yeah.
it's both our number one. But now we're going to head into our co top five. So let's get into this. I think we're going to agree on most of this. So I think right away, we can obviously just do it. Number one is Sami Zayn turning on Roman Reigns because we both had that. Now,
Oh yeah.
number two, I'm willing to do Jey Uso turning on Roman Reigns.
All right. Hey, that's what I have right here. So that's cool with me.
All right, so this one is now number two, Sami Zayn, and then we have number two being Jey Uso turning on Roman Reigns. Throw out a suggestion.
All right. All right. You talking about for number three?
Yeah,
All right. So I personally had Randy Orton's return, but if you want to put CM Punk's return over that, I understand because Randy Orton was out for about 2 years. CM Punk was out for about nine. So, I mean, I see it.
and another thing with that is they announced Orton on Raw. CM Punk was a complete surprise, so I think
And that just made me so mad.
maybe,
When they announced that,
yeah,
that was so stupid. I mean, how dumb. I hate to be so neurotic, but come on, man. What? And then he doesn't even come out on Raw. You just say he's going to be there. Like,
yeah.
okay.
So I think overall that CM Punk did have the bigger moment. So I think if you're fine with it, number three, CM Punk returns on Monday Night at Survivor Series.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, but I mean,
So
if they didn't announce that on Raw, that would have been such a huge moment. I mean, that was so dumb.
yeah, I agree with that. Now, if you four, do you want to do Orton?
Yep, that's what I would do.
Sounds good. Orton it is at number four. Now, what are
And
you thinking for number five?
so I have LA Knight and Roman Reigns contract signing. You have Jay Roman, and both are great moments. I mean, you could go with either one.
For sure. I will say I do feel that the Uso turn might have been a little bigger, or the Uso pin might have been a little bigger.
And it probably was. Like honestly, if we're talking about how big of a moment, how memorable of a moment, yeah, you're correct. I mean, because LA Knight versus Roman Reigns didn't lead up to anything huge that's going to go down in history, even though they did have a decent match at Crown Jewel. But the Civil War was huge. I mean, that was just crazy. So at number five, I can definitely settle with J Penn's Roman because that was my original list until I ended up scraping it out and further thinking into it.
Alrighty, so our five, top five, Jey Uso pinning Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, and then number six would be LA Knight Roman Reigns signing. Um, but so let's take a look at our top five. Number five, Jey Uso pins Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. You had LA Knight and Roman's contract signing. I had Jey Uso pins Roman at Survivor Series. So that is what we got there. For number four, we put Randy Orton returns at Survivor Series. That is also what I had there. What did you have at your number four?
My original number four was the CM Punk return, but like I said, they were interchangeable. So whichever.
Then coming at number three would be the CM Punk return at Survivor Series. Originally, I had Jey Uso turns on Roman at three, and I think you had the. What did you have there?
At three, I had Randy Orton's return.
Okay. Yeah, so interchangeable right there. At number two, we put Jey Uso turns on Roman Reigns on SmackDown. I had this one at number three. What did you have it over there?
I had that one at number two.
So that one's the same both times for you. And then number one, we both had it the same. It's the number one for both of us. Sami Zayn turning on Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble.
Huge, huge moment. What a great moment. A moment that's going to go down in history.
Absolutely. All of these moments on here are just amazing, amazing, amazing.
All right, so I want to make sure we're clear for the top five moments. Number one is Chase U wins the tag titles. Number two, Thea gets the title shot. And three, Duke Hudson wins the MVP. Is that correct?
Correct.
Hey man, we all know it's true.
Don't know about that one.
we got to give out our Chase U awards for tonight.
Chase U is awesome down in NXT.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, everything down in NXT right now is looking really good. I mean, I hate that my college Chase U is having to go through all this stuff with all the gambling and stuff. But hey, we're gonna get back up there, you know.
Well, who do you think's gambling?
Well, I guess it's Andre Chase, man.
Are you sure it's not Duke?
It could be. I don't know. I've always liked Andre Chase more. I just don't want to have to transfer to Alpha Academy, you know.
Oh, that'd be bad, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be forced to transfer.
Because Tozawa as the gym teacher is just not it.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
But
Well,
yeah,
that
that
was.
was a top five moments. Thank you for having me on here for tonight.
Thank you for joining. That was one of the shorter, definitely shorter than our match of the year stream. That went on for like an hour or something. But
Oh yeah, that was a long stream, man, because we went through every single pay per view. We took our time with everything. This is more of an easier video because we're only doing five. So
for sure, for sure. So I think our next stream will be over on Braden's channel. Um, it should be 3 weeks to the day of 5 minutes after SmackDown, if you're good with that,
sounds good.
for our Royal Rumble predictions. And then I think the next video that we will have is on my channel, Elimination Chamber predictions. And then the next one, we got, you know, we got Revolution coming up in March, which will probably be you. We could do Split Mania into 2 nights predictions.
Oh,
You know,
definitely.
just amazing few months of streaming we got going on.
Oh yeah. So
These
man, we might throw an extra stream in here. You never know with what we do because we just get talking and then we'll be like, let's go live and talk about this. So make sure you have post notifications on for both of our channels, the Ring Review and Braden's Wrestling Opinions, because we can hop on at any time, 24/7. So I
for
mean,
sure, and sometimes it might just be a random stream.
talking about
Um,
wrestling, like that. Yeah, that might be it.
oh, you know what? I forgot NXT Vengeance Day.
Oh, yep.
I think for NXTs we or for that last one we just kind of chatted the whole time, which we could always do again for NXTs if you're down.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Thank you to everybody who joined the stream, I don't think there was many, but people who rewatched the stream, thank you for joining us for this 25 minutes of your time. That was our top 5 moments of the year. Thank you for having us. Once again, I was here with Braden's Wrestling Opinions. I am the Ring Review. Please go over to his channel, hit the subscribe button if you could over here too. That'd be greatly appreciated. But thank you for joining us here tonight. Thank you, Braden, for coming on. We'll see
Of
you next
course,
time.
everybody, don't forget to acknowledge your tribal chief today. And I'll see you guys.
See you guys later.